Alright, welcome. Today we're playing 60 Seconds. Let's start by playing the tutorial so I understand how the game works. Anyways, let's get into it. Welcome to your atomic scavenger drill. Pay attention and you might just make it. Hold the grab control to skip my words, but every time you do, the reds will drop an extra nuke. No time to waste. Get moving and head to the marked point in front of you. Move it. Move to the yellow X. Alright. Good job. There might just be hope for you yet. Just keep those legs moving. Fun time's over. It's a matter of life and death now. Find your son Timmy ASAP. Find Timmy. Where's Timmy? Timmy! Not in here. He better not be edging in class again. What? Oh, okay. Good thing you know the layout of your house. I bet you have the reds to know it too. True. Family come first. Grab Timmy. He'll be the first to visit your cozy shelter. Alright, Timmy. In the hatch you go. That's it. Consider taking other family members too. I'll leave the rest to you. Timmy's... Well, I didn't get to... Timmy's safe, but you need to keep the shelter. Find the highlighted soup can. Where's the highlighted soup can? Oh, there's the highlighted soup can. Soup. An excellent choice. This can sustain a family of 4 for a day. That's impressive. Every American atomic shelter also needs a supply of water. Hunt for some bottles. Find the highlighted water bottle. Where is the highlighted water bottle? Wah. There it is. That's enough water for now, but you've got yourself a problem, Buster. Your arms are full. You can only carry so much, and every item weighs at least 1 slot. You need to drop whatever you're carrying at the hatch before you can pick up more. Yeah? When near the hatch, drop all items you have. There's a good chance they will survive the fall. Good chance. Yep. Alright. Can you stop playing that? Bingo! You got yourself a small stockpile of food, water, and even little Timmy. Everything I need for life. Find a radio and grab it. Where is radio? Can I just leave? No. Oh, there. That's it. Nothing's more useful than news from the radioactive outside world. Alright. Wow, she's big. Gun. Briefcase. I can't grab briefcase. Flashlight. Wow, the controls got way worse. Come here, wife. We're going in the basement. Briefcase. Map. Oh, okay, too big. Water. Map. We have plenty of time, so we're gonna be fine. Games. Unlimited games. Food, water. Can I carry more? I know there was a shit ton of soup. I'm not failing this, but water. I can grab one more thing. I can grab one more soup can. I can grab all 4. Maybe not all 4. Maybe not all 4. Maybe not all 4. Okay. Get in! I think that was pretty successful. Now you know how to get what you need to survive, but your training is far from over. Okay, I'm not even getting in the hatch because this was just a drill. See you downstairs for survival training. At ease. Gas mask. I didn't find the gas mask. Day 1. You made it to the shelter. Congratulations, but the drill is not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You'll need to make the most out of it. The next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find useful things. Can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journal is not opened yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of them will ever see the light of day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to a given person by selecting the picture of a can or a water bottle under their portrait. Or instantly ration out both by clicking on the character's image. Of course, you might want to save your supplies for later, but a normal person can only survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they will get and might eventually get sick. Even if you manage to cure them, it will take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. What a lovely picture Timmy drew. I'm sure that won't be a problem later. Let's give them full ration. Actually, yeah, full rations first. Why not? Since it's your first day down here, you'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy yourself with something to do. Get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty night. Day 2. Wow, that beard grew out fast. Good morning, survivalists. Hope you slept well. Bed's comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it, since you'll be staying here for a while. We'll start today's activities with rationing, since you need to do it every day, but after that we'll move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen, there's a risk you'll run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical to your survival. If they're gone, it'll be sooner than you can say corn dog. So sometimes you'll need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we will skip preparations and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Mary Jane seems fine today, hopefully it'll stay that way. Everything seems okay with Dolores. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. He drew this, I'm assuming, which doesn't seem fine, but you know, sure. Give you all full supplies, because we're scavenging for more anyway. Sending people out into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, then you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send healthy and well-fed people, sick, hurt, or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you need to send someone out. But if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. Who should go outside? Well, Timmy has already shown some wasteland rebel mindset. He's already wanted to stab someone and shoot people. So I think if anyone should go out, Timmy seems ready for it mentally. Day 3. Aw, he's gone. Surprise. This is a drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while. But in the event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple of days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to your limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spine. We'll see what clay you're made of, but first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now, do we? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. Ted's not complaining, Mary Jane says she's fine, and Dolores was calm. Alright, so I'm giving all y'all food because we're running a bit low on water for now. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but you could probably use yours now. Picture the scenario. You come across your kid's hamster, who in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now it's up to you. You cook him? I mean, we're good on food for now, and a pet might be cool, I guess. It's also an emergency ration, right? For us. Complete the government-endorsed Fallout drill. The end. Good job, you're safe and sound with our brave soldiers, and now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. You held out for 11 days. Right, so that was the tutorial. Easy peasy. I think I'm ready for the hardest difficulty at this point. Okay, so it's this one that is the normal one. Alright, well, okay. I guess that was a good scavenge warm-up, if nothing less. Let's see, okay, this is a good start, because we get water and one member. Grab. Okay, that's pretty good. That's free, we leave that for later. Grab water. Is that a board game? No, it's a Boy Scout book, okay. We leave this, because we can take those last. Dolores, ooh, gas mask. Water. Come on, stop blocking me, Get Timmy in here. Padlock? Okay. Okay, we grab the radio. Important. We grab Timmy. Come on, Timmy. Then we grab gun. Both cans of soup. I know that I said this last. I'm gonna need to make a run for something else. I can make it back. Oh, I make it back, okay. That was a pretty bad run, I think. We lost a lot of stuff. We didn't get the... I mean, we got a decent amount. It's doable. It's livable. A1 didn't end immediately. That's good. Okay, look, we got 5 waters, 4 soups, we got a few things, we got, maybe, we're pretty good. Day 1, all of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stocked supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had soup dinner party, makes sense, sure. Another time we needed a rifle to help out our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against raccoons. Americans. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. Plus 1 ammunition. Perfect, now we have gun. That works. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from the cans. We'll sleep on the cans. We'll even talk to the cans. Some of us already do. Is it Timmy? I bet it's Timmy. Timmy, just, okay, look at Timmy and tell me this person is not insane. Plenty of water means we don't have time to worry about that for some time. This is the best dog shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. First day, you get everything. It's very difficult to prepare for unseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Yeah. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, we can't say we're prepared for what happened. Alright. Pretty calm, pretty good. Day 2. Who knows, maybe the world will offer new opportunities and it won't be that bad. Nothing's going on with Ted, nothing going on with anyone. Alright. We're skipping supplies. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. So I think we're not doing it the first day. Mary Jane didn't utter a single word today. This is very odd. Maybe someone should find out what's going on with her. Yeah, maybe. Seems like a good idea. Oh no, I accidentally started the emo saga. Nothing solves problem better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. I mean, surely we can heat up some soup. There's much going on, blah 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 blah. Nothing really happening. Alright. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of the situation. He even seems cheerful, of course he is. He's probably the reason we're in here. Still strong, we're just skipping. What's that? It seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's a quake. Grab something and hold on. I'm guessing we're saving the radio. Day 4. Yeah, that's a broken flashlight and gas mask. Unfortunate. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we clean this place up. The flashlight and the gas mask is broken. Damn, that is sad. Alright, everyone's thirsty, so we get full rations. We're running a bit low on soup though. Unfortunately, we don't really have the gas mask anymore, so I think we're gonna have to wait a bit. What was that? A rat. Rats are usually smaller than cats, and what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Are we gonna kill tails? Is that what's happening? The radioactive things brought chaos emeralds to Earth, and now we're killing tails. Alright, we're using the axe to kill tails. Day 5. Well, the axe is still intact, so there's that. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. No one is thirsty. Alright, well, you're not getting anything. Neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Big risk. So I think our ammunition is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. We need to find it. Well, I don't have a flashlight. Hope you guys have eyes, because I don't really see a way. Like, where is it missing? Is it in this corner? Is it right here and you can't find it without this? Oh, that's nice. A little caveman drawing. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost, technically. They're still in the shelter, technically. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Everyone is doing well. Alright, you're not getting any supplies. Still highly radioactive. I think we're waiting for at least a week. This dreadful silence is becoming boring, and like every happy model family, we don't have that many things to talk about. Is there anything we can do about that? Anything at all? You can try listening to the radio. If this breaks, I'm gonna be really mad. It's not like I have batteries either. Maybe that was a bad idea. Still looks fine. Ah, how fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? They're a bit thirsty. Alright. You all get water. Still highly rigorous. I am going to start an expedition. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far from where the bombs fell, but no one knows for sure. It would be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too. Maybe it's not easy. But it's not easy. Sorry. Say, didn't we have a photo of him tucked away in one of those books at home? Let's check the Boy Scout book. What are we gonna do? Rip out a page? Is fire burning in there? Oh, that looks fine. Bingo! Our scout handbook held more than a ton of knowledge useful in times of an apocalypse. There are some photos stuck in between its pages, along with some crosswords. We're saved! Only a few of them are solved. No one is thirsty anymore. Which means nothing. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. I mean, again, Timmy is just an absolute machine. But I don't think he's getting anything to help him. I'm not sure we can spare anything right now. If we had ammo for the gun, he could have taken the gun. But I don't think anyone's gonna be threatened by Timmy without a gun. He's also a savage, so he'll just tear them through with straight hands. He'll win. Timmy went out into the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Everything is okay with Dolores. No rations. There is nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our radio. No music, no talking, nothing. Is there anything we can do with the radio to make it work again? We sure know staring at it won't help. Okay. Is it really broken, or is there static? Because I'm pretty sure you should not... I'm just gonna say you're not gonna mess with it, because I don't think you're an engineer, Ted. Day 10. Still looks good. We're sure they are experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Alright. You all get a full ration today. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. We'll have to live eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Yeah, sure, try and hit the radio. Punch the radio through. I agree. We made contact. We made contact. The military is out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for any further instructions and keep our radio in working order. No one is thirsty. Oh, it's nothing for you guys. A group of doctors knocked on our door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kit. We didn't doubt those were real. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? No, we only have one bottle of water left. And why did we open the door? We don't think they were real doctors. Just in case they were, we got rid of them quickly before they could start charging us for a home visit. They were bringing us the damn vaccines. Anyways, everything seems fine. Which means nothing for another day, because we really don't have supplies. It's high time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions. Or at least really listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? Yeah, why not? It's not like the radio's gonna break, right? You're not gonna punch the radio to turn channels. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. And everyone needs water and food. It has become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. Actually, you're not getting food, because I think there's a bit of water in the food. It has become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. We suspect there's something wrong with the ventilation. Maybe it got stuck somehow. But how? We need to investigate, or we might suffocate. I don't really know how the book helps, or the bug spray, but let's start with the book. Day 14. I didn't realize we had a phone in the shelter. Using the handbook to search vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured it's full of pointers on how to fix things. It must have been a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Before we could even check though, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out of that cursed vents. Their stings hurt like hell and seemed to give us a fever. Ted isn't thirsty anymore, no longer thirsty. Dolores is now sick. That's not good. Ring ring, there we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figure it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? Well, Dolores is sick, so she might need the exercise. She looks horrible, what the... She's a zombie. Yeah, me too, buddy, me too. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Dolores is still ill. Oh dear, we just remember we plan on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we're going, right? I'm pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Yeah, I've heard that too. Is Timmy back? Timmy looks like he's seen better days, but our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We've set off an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. We're happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as an educational trip. We saw pterodactyl whales, chimpandeers, a porcupine, a small long army of cat roaches, and other majestic creatures that have emerged among the post-nuclear fauna. I wonder if that unicorn from the Phineas and Ferb intro exists in this world. The marine life section had collapsed, turning it into a radioactive pond in the middle of the zoo, filled with creatures like piranhas and sea ponies. In a half-destroyed aquarium control room, we found an undamaged cupboard with some supplies, plus 2 water. A friendly-looking Craptopomus lazily observed the sea life section from a distance. In its den, we found the body of a zoo worker with some of his possessions lying around, plus a flashlight. We made our way to the African section and admired an atomic okapi. We're not sure if it's mutated or not, it already looked weird as hell before. We scared off a group of them and found something stashed at the back of their enclosure, plus 1 gas mask. Dolores is still ill. Everyone needs water. Actually, the rest of you don't get it. No super. But we're definitely launching another. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? No, we're pretty rich, I think. Maybe we could have gotten something out of it, but I'm not sure. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Everyone is now hungry. Dolores has not eaten in a while. Alright, I think everyone gets food now. And then, let's go with a gas mask. Oh, you need the briefcase to have more than one item. Alright, well, take the gas mask. You're our last hope, Mary Jane. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. She took the gas mask. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. You all got food. You cannot still be hungry. Knock knock. This sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. I mean, we have no food, so I'm just gonna open it. If it's over, it's over. Alright, we're still all here. No food though. Someone started shooting at us. We closed the hatch as quickly as we could, but a shot or two grazed us. Dolores is quite ill. Dolores was hurt. Dolores has to drink. Well, everyone gets water. We're out of food. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in a most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. Flashlight. Blind it. Day 20. Yeah. We decided to check what was coming for us with a flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hope they'll come back later. There isn't enough food to go around, even if Ted has no longer. Blah blah blah. Everyone is just hungry. Dolores is about to die. Unfortunately, I don't have a medkit, and we have no food. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening, and we're supposed to be out in the open, signaling to it with a flashlight. Alright. Luckily we fixed that, or Timmy found one. Rather. Day 21. Mary Jane really has to come back now. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were lucky to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roars of the plane's engine. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. There isn't enough food. And everything is bad. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen. But we refused. Now he just wants supplies and says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. Unfortunately, we still don't have food or water. Day 22. Thank God you're back, Mary Jane. And with a medkit! As a rule, we don't trust door salesmen. Especially ones who attempt treason. That's right, gotta stay strong. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien Lord Yontar. Poor guy, he seemed very confused. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface with her gas mask. It turned out that calling an ambulance is not an option anymore. We reached the hospital. It's in ruins, but parts of it turned out to still be standing, more or less. We decided to go through the rubble and make the best out of it. The canteen had a respectable supply of tomato soup. It looks like this was the only thing they fed their patients. Now we're 100% sure it's healthy. There were plenty of bottles of liquid in one of the wards. Peroxide or not, water is water and beggars can't be choosers. It wasn't hard to find a fully equipped first aid kit. It's a hospital after all. Alright. So, we're gonna fully kit everyone out and then we're gonna give you the med kit. And we need another expedition immediately. The other day, we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? I mean, if it's a bomb, they put in a lot of effort into this.